D, wait for it, delightful.
You got the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So, I finished Star Trek Discovery Season 3, Episode 4. And I just have to say, before I get started, though, on this breakdown and review, I just want to say that if you like my content and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is going to do their annual bot cleanse and old account purge. And there usually is a tiny bit of collateral damage. I don't know why, but there is. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So let's get started on this. As I've said before in my Season 3 reviews for Discovery, I liked Season 1 and I liked Season 2. I liked Season 1 better than Season 2, but once Season 2 finished, I was like, oh, I'm going to find out some more stuff about Star Trek Discovery and everything. Found out that they stole the storyline from Star Trek Discovery Season 1 from some gamer guy online and everything, which really bothered me a lot. I don't like that. Don't steal other people's work. You don't steal, create. So I really didn't like that. Let me pull up my notes real quick. All right, there we go. So, this episode was super boring, in my opinion. I mean, the problem with this season that I'm having a lot is because, and the same thing, like Picard, I didn't like Picard and I didn't like Lower Decks, but this season is starting to become very boring. Very quickly. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, why are we watching these episodes? These first 4 episodes should have been condensed into one episode and everything, because there really is, like, there's no point to it, in my opinion. And if there is a point, we need to get to it real quick, because it's getting monotonous and it's so stupid. So, this episode starts off with Dr. Calder. He's doing his log and everything, and you're starting to discover that he's saying how the ship is depressed, and he's noticing everybody's like not really like there. They're focused and everything. I mean, they're there, but they're not really there and everything. And then we find out that Adrina, that her symbiote, she can't remember any of her past symbiotes. So she's seeing the doctors and everything, and the symbiote's fine and all that stuff. And then they decide that the only way to really get through to these past ones is to go to Trill and talk to the Trills and talk about their symbiotes. So then, the doctors tell her, this could happen, or we could do brain surgery. And she's like, no, brain surgery, I don't want that and everything. So then they decide to go to Trill. So they get to Trill, and they're on the bridge, and a Trill shows up in the little holoscreen or whatever, and he's all like, oh, you brought a symbiote back to us, yay, and everything, and they're all like, we can't wait for you to come down to the planet. So all good and well. So Stamets and Tilly are asked by the captain to create a new way of travel. And Tilly's all like, why don't we use dark matter and the spore drive? And Stamets is all like, no, that's stupid, it wouldn't work. The doctor asks Burnham to go down to the planet to help Adrina because she understands, being in a new place, a new future, and not knowing anything and what that's like. So then they are having their little pep talk, and Adrina's all like, don't say something inspirational, it'll annoy me and everything. And you're just like, okay, fine, then get annoyed, because you're annoying as a person. And the actress that plays Adrina is not very good, in my opinion. Like, she's so one-dimensional, and that dimension sucks. Anyways, so then they get on the shuttle and they head down to the planet Trill. Meanwhile, the doctor is talking to Saru, saying like their bodies, physically the crew is all right, but mentally they suck. They're all depressed and everything, and it's no good. We need to figure something out. And he's all like, okay, I'll figure it out. So then the Burnham and Adrina land on Trill, and they're talking to the Trills, and they're all like, this is the host and everything, and they're all like, she's not Trill, and they're all upset and everything. They're like, you're human. How can you do that and everything? Speak your names. And the guy in red's all like, hey, she could be the future, because the Trills were decimated by the burn, because they were obviously a part of the Federation, and they were, so now there's not enough Trill hosts for their symbiotes. So he's all like, hey, this could save our symbiote species or whatever, and everybody else is like, no, you can keep the symbiote, but you're not going to learn your past personalities or whatever. And Burnham's all like, this could help you. I don't know what this is a metaphor for, like what they're talking about. Like maybe it's the whole xenophobe thing from the previous episode with Earth and everything. I don't know. Don't really care because it's boring as all get out. This episode was a big waste of my time and your time. So the leaders, she's all like, I have spoken. So, and the guy in red's all like, please, this could really save us. And she's like, no, leave Trill. But the guy in yellow, I don't remember their names, doesn't even matter. He's all like, you're not leaving this planet with that symbiote. And Burnham's like, oh, yes, we are, and everything. So they get into a fight. She shoots, he shootsies everybody. Adrina's all like, what are you going to do? The guy in red's all like, I'll show you the caves. So then Saru is talking to the computer about how to fix the crew and the asteroid core thing from season 2 that has all the info. She kind of takes over and tells them about some comedian from the past. I can't remember off the top of my head. Doesn't even matter. Anyways, so back to the cave, the symbiote cave. So they're in the symbiote cave, and Adrina's all like, oh, this looks amazing. And the guy's all like, oh, this is where we keep all the symbiotes and everything, and where you connect with your past lives. So she's all like, wow, and everything. And they're like, go get ready. So then Saru decides to have a little family dinner time. So he invites all the bridge of the crew, and he gives everybody else the time off and everything. And they're all sitting down to dinner or whatnot, and yippee skippy. So then they start doing, what are they called? Haikus. And they're all laughing and everything. It's super fun. But then the redheaded girl, what's her name? She starts, not Tilly, the redhead, but the other one with the cybernetic thing and everything. She starts doing a haiku talking about Stamets' blood. And then her and Stamets get into an argument about how she drives the ship and she saved the ship last time. And everybody leaves. Everybody scatters. And Michelle Yeoh's all like, the wine was good. So then Adrina's in the little pool, and she, sinks into the pool, which is only 3 feet deep, but they're like, where is she? Where is she? It's a freaking Houdini trick over here, and she disappears. Then the other Trills show up, and they're like, what did you do, guy in red? And he's all like, we have to save her. Burnham, go in and save her. So Burnham goes into her subconsciousness, and you find out from the past that Adrina, doesn't matter. Anyways, she had a boyfriend that was a Trill, which was, I believe, played by a transgender actor. And the thing I like about this is they had the transgender actor play a male. One thing that I find very annoying about casting transgender people is not that they cast transgender people. I don't want to sound like a jerk. It's just, as soon as you cast a transgender person, it's like they automatically have to play a transgender person. No, they can play, if they're a transgender man, they can play a man. Like, why is it like all of a sudden they're just like, no, you're going to play a transgender person? It's like, why? They're a man. Let them play a man. Like, I don't understand this whole thing. Like, just like if you're a transgender woman, play a woman. Like, just play a woman. Like, come on. So they did do that here, where the transgender actor plays a guy. And so he learns his whole symbiote thing, and she's all like, I made you a gift and everything. He's all like, I love it. It's a blanket. Asteroid hits their ship, and he dies. And so she decides to take over the symbiote. And that's why she can't remember, and everything. So then all the past symbiotes come out, and she meets them and the Admiral guy, and he tells them where Starfleet is. So then they get out, all the symbiotes, they get out of the little pool and everything, and all the other Trills are all like, oh, we made a mistake and everything, and she starts speaking her names. We speak your names. And the Black Trill lady is all like, hey, I want to be your mentor, and she's all like, Adrina's all like, no, I want to stay on Discovery. So then Saru gets visited by Tilly and Stamets, but they decide they're going to come up with a new way of traveling using dark matter and the spore drive. Then the redheaded with the cybernetic thing on her eye, she visits the doctor and is like, I need to have that talk. I need to fix me. Saru puts on a comedy, old-timey comedy, black and white. Not funny. I mean, maybe it was back in the day, but not anymore. And the crew is just yucking it up because they love it. And then the doctor's talking to Saru and is all like, good job. Then Burnham is talking to Adrina, talking about like, thank you for getting, this is going to help and everything. And then Adrina can see her dead boyfriend. Like, she's talking to her dead boyfriend, and she's all like, should I tell him I can see you or whatever? I don't know. I can't remember. Doesn't even matter. Who cares? So that was the episode in a nutshell, and by nutshell I mean it's freaking nards. I don't understand how any of this got greenlit by anybody. This show drives me mental because it's so boring. It's so boring. Like I can get behind Star Trek. Like season 1, I liked season 1. You know, a lot of people complain about it, and they're all like, "This isn't my Star Trek." But I liked season 1. Season 2, I didn't think it was good as season 1, and I do have some problems with it. I don't like the whole AI thing, and I don't like time travel. But that's all me. At the same time, I did like season 2. It was not better than season 1. Season 1 was better than season 2, but I did like it overall. I don't like this season so far. I don't know what they're doing. I don't like time travel, but I'm like, well, you know, we're in the future. Let's get over it. It's cool to see what happened to the Federation, all that stuff. But they're not getting to the meat of the story. They're still on the appetizers, and I'm all like, isn't this only 8 episodes? And you're on episode 4, and you're still on the appetizer? Like, get to the entree, buddy, because nobody wants this. So that's my review for episode 4 of Star Trek Season 3. It's just, the show's just, it's so boring. It's so boring. And yeah, that's my review. So tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Did you like this episode? Did you not like this episode? What was your favorite part about this episode? Are you like me and think this season is so boring and sucks? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next Star Trek video. You guys have a good day. Live long and prosper. Bye.